So when you're in GTA Online, you hit the first thing that's going to come across is how to create your character and what the look of your character is going to be. So you can spend some time with this because once you make your character, that's the character you're going to have forever. You can create a second character if you want, but you can transfer all of the stats from your first character to your second character. And I believe you can delete a character. So anyway, you can go through this and you make up the character the way you like it. And once you're happy with it, you can finish and start the few missions that are mandatory. You get one from Lamar, and there's a few, 2 or 3 that are mandatory. Do the introduction, the description that they offer, so you can get some more information from them. And then you're out into the open world and free roam. Once you're out in the open world and free roam, it gets to be very interesting, as you're going to have to deal with other players that want to kill you, psychopaths that like to stalk you and kill you over and over. So you're going to have to learn how to deal with that. Otherwise, it can be done in a co-op manner where you're playing with other players to accomplish missions, or you can go player versus player. So I hope this has helped a little bit. Okay, on the PC this is hitting escape, and then online, and then players, and it lists all the players that are in your session. You can leave the session and go to another session. You can click on the players and send them a friend invite, or you can ask them to be kicked from the server for hacking. And over here you can see what their kill-death ratio is, what each of their statistics are. Stamina, strength comes from punching other people out. Shooting skills are going to increase your reload time, I think, and your damage that you can do and whatnot. So it's helpful to have better shooting skills. So if you get into police shootouts, get your 3-star rating and just end up shooting a lot of police, not blowing them up with C4, sticky bombs, or grenades or anything like that. Just shooting, you'll increase this shooting score. Stealth, creeping around, flying. Okay, the next important thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make a character first off, but after you get past that and you do the first couple mandatory missions, you're going to want to get a car. Now you're going to get the opportunity to steal a car and have Simeon pay for all the upgrades. If you're careful and you go look around for cars, you can get what you want off the street, but you can't get any supercars. You won't be allowed to steal a high-end car and keep it for yourself. So you're going to go online here, as I showed. You're going to get your cell phone out and go to travel, and you can go to Benny's, and you're looking at the stats here. The top speed, acceleration, braking, and traction. So these are just a few cars that are available for purchase online. Now you're not going to be able to buy any car off the internet here. You're not going to be able to purchase a car unless you have a garage. So you're going to have to buy an apartment or a garage that'll hold cars. So I'm just showing you some of the cars that you can get, and what you're looking at is the statistics compared to each other. So I'm going to look at the 2-doors. I'm just going to compare all the different 2-doors. So mostly what I'm looking for is speed, acceleration, and traction, because most of the time you're going to be rushing around to get someplace or trying to lose the cops. It's going to be in the city, and it's block-to-block acceleration. If you're on the freeway, top speed might be an issue, but it's not going to really be that big of a deal. And here we're going to see that motorcycles, even though they're extremely fast, when you look at the specifications, top speed and acceleration, it's not any better than the cars. A $35,000 car and a $16,000 motorcycle are pretty even, except the braking is much better on the bike. If you want an exotic car, you got to go to Legendary Sports, and here you can look at the supercars. And here's a $2.5 million car, the Tyrus. And you look at the acceleration and traction and top speed, and they're all better than the $30,000 car, but not that much. So now let's go to the gun store. The gun store, it looks like this in the regular game, but in the online, only the board to the right has any guns on it. So when you click E to purchase something, only the right selection is available. All these guns start to fill in as you do more missions and you advance. So the mini submachine gun is a must-buy because it's what you can use while driving. It pretty much is the same as the regular campaign. If you're going to be driving the car, you can use a sawed-off shot or a mini shotgun, or the sticky bombs, or the submachine gun, and you need a submachine gun. But the next thing you're going to want to do is get a main shooter, a shooting gun that you're comfortable with. If you're used to something in the main campaign, that's probably a good pick. I'm showing the stats so that you can see them and compare. But the main shooter that I like is the Special Carbine because it has a 100-round coil magazine. That's the one that I'm showing right here. 100-round coil magazine. It's a pretty good gun. So you can see I have the drum magazine and the scope. And these things only become available later as you get more experience points. I don't like the Combat PDW. It's got a built-in silencer and slow rate of fire, and it didn't seem like it did very well for me. The Bullpup is a pretty good weapon. You can get a 60-round magazine with it, and you can get a scope. And all the scope does is when you press the zoom wheel on your mouse, or whatever you use to zoom your scope in with, it about doubles the size of everything. Once the assault shotgun becomes available, it appears to be the shotgun of choice.
Stay safe!
I'm in passive mode here, so I can't bring any guns up, but the advantage to being in passive mode is nobody can come along and kill me while I'm just daydreaming. So this is the Combat PDW. You can tell it's pretty quiet.